Hello, it's been a while. A lot of things going on. We moved into a new house. I've actually got a garage that I can park the car in and charge in, which is very nice. But today we are going to work on putting together a trailer. I'm taking a trip up to New York and picking something up in Pennsylvania on the way. So I got a Harbor Freight, what they call a heavy duty trailer. It folds up. I think capacity is 1,720 pounds. So we're gonna try and put that together and throw it up on the car. I did get the Eco Hitch installed by just a truck place near us, and so that's why I didn't really make a video on it, because I wasn't there for any of it. It was a little above my ability level. It was before we moved and I actually had a driveway. We were just in a townhouse, so we're gonna try and do this now. It shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, let's get to it. Comes in 2 boxes. I haven't opened that one. This one was already open because they had to ensure that it had certain things in it or something. I don't know. But it is heavy. Yeah, it is a 720 pound capacity, 4x8 foldable trailer. So let's get them taken apart. We've got the front and back together and the actual angled pieces that go to the receiver, but I'd say we're still only about halfway done. We still got to do the wheels and all that stuff, so let's keep going. It is officially finished. I mean, I didn't do wiring because I don't have the wiring set up on the car yet, but everything else is done. It is decent. It's pretty heavy. It seems solid. So we'll see how it actually does on the road. Hopefully the tires don't come flying off, but I'm not going to be able to do any launches. It's going to be no fun at all. You certainly get a lot of funny looks when you're driving a Tesla with some plywood on top of the roof, but it works. And honestly, one of the best things about putting stuff on the roof is that when you're in the car, you can look up and make sure that it's not going anywhere. No scratches on it, so nothing at all. A little dust, but no scratches. But I say, why have a car if you're not going to use it? You know, got to beat that thing up, bring it out on the trails, even though I probably won't do that. I was never a trail person beforehand, so wouldn't start now. But some of you might. But I'm going to tow with it. I'm going to haul with it. I've put a washer dryer on the back, a refrigerator on the back, so use that thing. It's gonna do it for you. So it is travel day and I've got the trailer hooked up. I love the fact that I can just keep the rear view camera going where I can keep an eye on the trailer, especially first time using this trailer, first time towing with the car. It's a convenient feature for sure. And the fact that I did the aftermarket tow hitch as opposed to the Tesla one, it's good because I don't have tow mode, so I can still put on cruise control and autopilot and all that, although I'm not going to do autopilot just to make sure nothing goes too crazy. But it also is annoying to see the little sensor meters there the whole time, which with tow mode it would disable those. So if you're planning on towing with your Tesla, weigh those options. I mean, it'd be nice to have the tow mode, but also it's not that big of a deal to me. So far on the trip, it's going real well. The car is like so competent with extra weight that I can't really tell that the trailer's back there, and the drive itself, I know it's back there, and like I said, it's my first time towing with this car and this trailer, so I'm a little on edge, I guess you could say. But I'm going 75 on the highway, and it literally doesn't feel like anything's there. I'll let you know when we get the load on it and see how it feels then, but for now, it's going well. So with the trailer, you can tell based on my average for the life of the car, I get about 289 watt hours per mile, but since I've left, I'm getting 410 watt hours per mile. So obviously aerodynamics and the extra weight, it's definitely a significant change. I left with about 80% and have gone just under 90 miles, and I'm at 30%. So it's definitely a change in total range, and it's just the trailer without the load that I'm going to be putting on it in just a little bit. So definitely something to be wary of if you are going to travel with a trailer behind your Tesla. Granted, a gas car, you're gonna lose a little gas mileage from the weight and the aerodynamics just the same, but they have the luxury of gas stations being everywhere, where we have to kind of go to where chargers are. So something to think about, but still not too bad. Like I said earlier, the travel itself is super easy. This car is completely fine with it. I've been able to go highway speeds with no issue. It literally doesn't feel like there's anything back there. And now we come to the most inconvenient part about having a trailer with a Tesla currently, at least where I live and am traveling. I am at a charger, so you can see the Supercharger there. I'm plugged in, but all of the chargers at this station you have to back into. They don't have any of the pull-in, and definitely no pull-throughs. This is at a Sheetz gas station. So I had to unhook my trailer and put it over there. Luckily the trailer's light, so I can just maneuver it, but once I have the full load on there, it's going to be a pain in the butt. I could put it in a parking space, I guess, but that's really the only other thing that I could do. I just wanted to keep it close where I could see where it is and have no issues, and as soon as I'm done, just pull out and hook it back up. So this is one big inconvenience, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. Alright, I am on a back road. It's only a 45-mile-an-hour speed limit, so I'm trying Autopilot with the trailer. I mean, it's not bad. It's a relatively straight road, but I didn't want to try it on the highway because it was way too bumpy. I was driving on I-81 through Pennsylvania, and it is rough. But this, it works. I mean, nothing crazy. And like I said, it's pretty straight, but it's handling well. Haven't had any big bends. We're about to come to a bit of one, and that was really the first bump in the road. So it's doing well. But still, I think the reason they disable tow mode when you actually have Tesla's version is because it can't really compensate too well. I know they're working on that with the Semi, where it's not going to be able to jackknife, but until they upgrade the technology, it's definitely safer to just drive it yourself. So I'm at a Supercharger. I actually had to charge at a destination charger to be able to make it to this Supercharger. And when I had left the location that I picked up the load from, I had, I think it said 21% that I would make it to this charger with, but I actually had to stop to charge like 15% to be able to make it here. And so it's just showing how bad the range gets with a load behind on the trailer. So definitely something to think about. I think I was getting like 550 watt hours per mile, which is almost double what I usually average. So if you are planning on towing with it, definitely pick somewhere, like pick multiple chargers on the route. Don't just go by the Tesla guidance. Use like the PlugShare app, which is what I use to find chargers, and kind of route yourself. And I'd say you get maybe half the range. Like I might be able to get 150 miles out of a full charge instead of the 316 or whatever it is. So definitely something to think about if you are planning on towing on a long trip with a Tesla, especially on highway. Like I'm driving through Pennsylvania, New Jersey, like on I-81, on I-78, and then I'm going to get onto the New Jersey Turnpike. So they're relatively flat, some hills here and there, but high speed, like I've been going 65, 70 most of the way. So definitely something to think about. All right, we are on to the last leg of this trip. Just finished charging, and I charged all the way up to 100% just to be safe, because I've been getting such terrible range. I've been getting like maybe a mile and a half per percent. So charge up to 100. I have 80 miles to get to my destination, and it says that I'll get there with 66%, but I assume that's under normal conditions with not a trailer behind me. So I want to see how bad it is. Like I said, I've been averaging 500 some odd watt hours per mile. So I could definitely see myself getting back with like 20%. So I'll let you know. Just made it to my parents' house, and so I ended with 41% battery, and it said that I was supposed to get here with 66, so it shows how much having the trailer with that box on it really reduces the range. So overall, the trip was fine, like driving wise. Like I've said in the previous parts of this video, the range is the only thing that was really a hindrance to traveling with a trailer. And like, charging was kind of a pain, having to unhook the trailer every time. But some of the spots that you charge in, I was at some like malls or gas stations where I could just walk, like drive through and drop a trailer in a double spot and then just pull back around to park for the charging. So it wasn't terrible, and as long as you have a trailer that you can kind of handle and has a tongue jack on it that you can kind of get it off and roll it around a bit, it's not too bad. But still something to think about if you are going to travel with a trailer behind your Tesla, or any electric vehicle really, just because you're going to have to charge and try and figure out how to maneuver through that exact situation. But all in all, a pretty good experience. There's one more thing that I have to show you from this trip that is a pain in my butt and my car, and you'll see why. So just stick around and watch this short video that's coming up next. Yeah. Autopilot can't save you from everything. Yeah, so accidents happen. You make the determination on who's at fault there. I did have the trailer, so my stopping power was limited a bit, and I don't think there was really anywhere for me to go. So, like I said, you make the determination on who's at fault in that one. But the car will be fixed. I'll let you know how that goes and what happens with insurance. But yeah, definitely think about driving with a trailer, see how it goes for you. Let me know your experience with it, if you've done short trips or other long trips, and any remedies you might have to any of the issues I had. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is.